In a small village nestled amidst green fields lived a kind farmer named Ramu. This village, with its serene beauty and simple lifestyle, was home to many hard-working souls, but none were as dedicated as Ramu. He had a bright, cheerful daughter, Anika. Anika was the light of his life, always bringing joy and laughter to their humble home. They were poor, but their hearts were full of love and hope. Despite their financial struggles, they found happiness in the little things, like the beauty of a sunrise or the sound of birds singing. Ramu worked hard on his small piece of land. Anika helped him too. Together they toiled under the sun, planting seeds and nurturing their crops with care and dedication. They always had a smile for everyone. Their positive attitude and warm hearts made them beloved figures in the village. Neighbors often stopped by to chat and share stories.
Papa, tell me another story. Annika's eyes would light up with excitement every time she made this request.
Anika loved listening to her father's stories. These moments were precious to her, as they allowed her to escape into a world of imagination and wonder. He would tell her tales of bravery and kindness, stories of heroes who overcame great odds and of kind souls who made the world a better place. He taught her the importance of honesty and hard work. Ramu believed that these values were the foundation of a good life, and he wanted Anika to carry them forward.
Anika, honesty and hard work, my dear, are the keys to a good life. Remember this always, he would say, his voice filled with wisdom and love.
Anika dreamt of a better life for her father. She often gazed out the window, imagining a future where they had more than just enough to get by. She wished they had a bigger farm, a farm that could provide them with more than just the basics, a farm that could bring them prosperity. She wanted her father to rest sometimes. She dreamed of a day when Ramu could sit under the shade of a tree, enjoying the fruits of his labor without worry. Despite their dreams, they cherished every moment together. Their simple meals were filled with laughter and stories, making their bond even stronger. The village community was like an extended family to them. Festivals and gatherings were times of joy and celebration, where everyone came together to share in the happiness. One day, Ramu and Anika planted a tree together. It was a symbol of their hope for a better future, a future where their hard work would bear fruit. As the sun set over the village, Ramu and Anika would sit together, watching the sky change colors. It was their favorite time of day, a moment of peace and reflection. They walked back home, hand in hand, their hearts full of dreams and their spirits unbroken, no matter what challenges lay ahead. They knew they had each other, and that, they believed, was the greatest blessing of all. Their love and hope would guide them through any storm, lighting their path forward. Life was not easy for Ramu and Anika. Their small piece of land yielded just enough for them to survive. They faced many challenges. Sometimes the rains were unkind and their crops would fail. Other times pests would attack their fields, leaving them with little to harvest.
Anika, my child, we must be strong. Hard work and honesty will always see us through.
Anika would cheer up and hug her father. They faced every challenge together with courage and determination. One year, a severe drought hit the village. The once lush and green fields turned into a barren wasteland. The rivers and streams that used to flow abundantly dried up, leaving behind cracked earth and dust. The villagers, who had always relied on agriculture for their livelihood, found themselves in a dire situation. The scorching sun parched the earth. Day after day, the relentless heat beat down on the village, making it impossible for any crops to grow. The sky remained clear, with not a single cloud in sight, offering no hope of rain. The crops withered and died. The once bountiful fields, filled with golden grains and vibrant vegetables, now stood desolate. The plants, unable to withstand the extreme conditions, shriveled up and turned to dust. The villagers watched helplessly as their hard work and hopes for a good harvest vanished before their eyes. The villagers were in despair. They gathered around the dried-up well, their faces etched with worry and sorrow. The well, which had been their primary source of water, was now just a deep, empty hole. The lack of water meant not only the death of their crops, but also a severe shortage of drinking water. Ramu and Anika lost everything. Their fields were barren. The couple, who had always taken pride in their farm, now stood in the middle of their land, feeling utterly defeated. The soil, once fertile and full of life, was now nothing more than a dry, cracked surface. They had no food or money. The pantry, which used to be stocked with grains and vegetables, was now empty. Ramu and Anika sat in their small home, staring at the empty bowls in front of them, wondering how they would survive the coming days.
What will we do, Anika? Our fields are barren. Ramu's voice was filled with despair as he looked at his wife. Anika, equally worried, had no answers. The future seemed bleak, and the weight of their predicament was almost too much to bear.
Ramu had borrowed money from the village landlord, Thakur Singh. In a desperate attempt to save their farm, Ramu had taken a loan, hoping that the rains would come and they would be able to repay it. But now, with the drought showing no signs of ending, the debt loomed over them like a dark cloud. Thakur Singh was a greedy man. He had lent money to many villagers, always with the intention of making a profit. His eyes gleamed with malice as he counted the money, knowing that the drought had given him the upper hand. He demanded his money back with a high interest. Thakur Singh's demands were unreasonable, but he didn't care. He knew that the villagers had no choice but to comply, and he relished the power he held over them.
Ramu, you must repay me with interest, or I will take your land. Thakur Singh's voice was cold and threatening. He pointed to the barren fields, making it clear that he would not hesitate to seize the land if Ramu failed to pay. Please, Thakur Singh, give us more time. We have nothing left. Ramu's voice cracked with desperation as he pleaded with the landlord. He knew that losing the land would mean losing everything they had worked for. No more time. I will take your land if you don't pay up. Thakur Singh's voice was final, leaving no room for negotiation. His aggressive posture made it clear that he meant every word.
Ramu pleaded for more time, but his words fell on deaf ears. The landlord's heart was as dry and unyielding as the parched earth around them. But Thakur Singh was heartless. He had no sympathy for the villagers' plight. His only concern was his money and the power it gave him. He threatened to take away Ramu's land. The threat hung in the air, a grim reminder of the harsh reality the villagers faced. The drought had not only taken away their crops and water, but also their hope and dignity. Anika was worried. She knew they would lose their land if they didn't repay Thakur Singh. One day, she overheard some villagers talking about a hidden treasure in the nearby forest. Legend had it that a kind king had hidden his wealth there centuries ago.
If I can find the treasure, we can save our land and help the villagers too.
Anika decided to find the treasure. She knew it was dangerous to go into the forest alone, but she was determined.
Venturing into the dense forest, I felt my heart pounding with fear and hope.
Anika followed the trails, each step filled with determination.
After days of searching, I stumbled upon a clearing.
There, beneath an ancient banyan tree, lay a wooden chest.
I struggled to open the heavy chest, my hands trembling.
Inside, she found gold coins and precious jewels. Anika had found the hidden treasure.
Overjoyed, I rushed back to the village to tell my father.
The village, once ridden with poverty and despair, was now prosperous and happy. The fields were lush green again. The villagers had enough food and shelter. There was laughter and joy everywhere.
Look at how happy everyone is, Anika.
Yes, father. Our hard work has truly made a difference.
Ramu and Anika's selfless act had transformed the village. They had shown that honesty and kindness could truly make a difference. Their story became an inspiration for everyone. The tale of Ramu and Anika spread far and wide. It became a legend, a story that resonated deeply with everyone who heard it. Their journey was not just about their personal struggles, but about the collective spirit of the village. A tale whispered from generation to generation. Grandparents would gather their grandchildren around the fire, recounting the bravery and resilience of Ramu and Anika. These stories were more than just entertainment, they were lessons in life. It taught everyone the importance of integrity, the value of standing up for what is right, even when the odds are against you. The village learned that unity and trust were the cornerstones of a strong community. Hard work and compassion. Ramu and Anika's story showed that no matter how small the effort, every bit of hard work contributed to the greater good. Compassion was the thread that held the community together, reminding everyone to look out for one another.
Even today, the villagers remember Ramu and Anika. Their legacy lives on in the hearts and minds of the people. The memorial in the village stands as a testament to their enduring impact, a place where people come to reflect and draw inspiration.
Their story serves as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, when hope seems lost and challenges seem insurmountable, the human spirit can shine the brightest. The village has faced many hardships, but the story of Ramu and Anika has always been a beacon of hope. Hope and goodness can prevail. The sunrise over the village symbolizes new beginnings and the promise of a better tomorrow. The act of planting trees together is a metaphor for sowing seeds of hope and nurturing them with care and dedication.
It teaches us that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in the richness of our relationships and the strength of our community bonds. The elderly man narrating the story to children is a symbol of passing down wisdom and values to the next generation, but in the kindness of our hearts. The simple act of helping one another, the joy of shared laughter, these are the true treasures of life. They remind us that we are never alone and that together we can overcome any obstacle, and the impact we have on others. The smiling faces and playful children are a testament to the positive influence we can have on our community. Ramu and Anika's story is a powerful reminder that our actions, no matter how small, can leave a lasting legacy of hope and goodness.